Hello everyone! Welcome back to another incredible, amazing, stupendous unboxing with Mark and Sarah behind the camera.
Hello.
And today we are unboxing the next two in the Ancients line from Garphill Games, the Anarchy and Skara Brae. We just got these, we had kickstarted them, and we are stoked. We'll start off with the Anarchy. I have heard that if you like Hadrian's Wall,
which I do,
this one is Hadrian's Wall 2.0 or better or something like that. That is what I have
Hadrian's
heard.
Wall? I don't know. That's a pretty good game.
Right? So we have an interesting booklet here, which I wonder if this is, yes, this is the solo campaign. So this has a 20 game solo campaign in it.
Oh,
There's
that's
chapter
awesome.
20 right there. They made sure to use an almost illegible font. Anyway, so
just to
that,
keep you guessing.
yes, that is the campaign. Here is our rule book. Oh, it has a crackling from being opened. Look at that. Still, I love the art from Shem or Sam. I always forget which one is the artist and which one's the designer. But the art is just excellent. We have an iconography on the back, which is always helpful.
That
Then,
is actually really helpful. I like that a lot.
let's get down to brass tacks here.
Ooh.
What in the heck are these? These are cool. I believe these are the buildings.
Those are
so
buildings?
you're going to be building walls and forts and stuff like that.
Really?
And I don't remember how this works, but it might have something to do with this card.
Oh, that's kind of fun. All right.
Yeah. It's been months since we've looked at this, but these are nice and chunky and they have cool pips on them, and I shouldn't have pulled them all out. This is a 1 to 4 player game, which I believe, yes, both of these are 1 to 4 player games. And then we have a bunch of meeples, which just like in Hadrian's Wall, these are going to be your workers, and
nice.
Each of the different workers has a different use. Again, I believe. And then we have what I believe is bread and wood. And then probably the 4-player colors.
Oh, okay.
For your score marker. So, which again leads me to believe that these are not player markers. Otherwise, they would be the same color.
Right.
So, there's all of those. Then we have a bunch of bags, which is very nice. Now, these will be your player boards.
Awesome.
So let's see if any of them are different.
They do not look different.
Appear to be exactly the same. And we'll look at the cards and stuff in a little bit. Ah! Here is where you're going to be putting those.
That is awesome that that's dual layer.
Right?
Because that's fitting in there perfectly.
And there's for the moat.
Oh, that's fun. Very cool.
Yeah. So, there's one of those for each player. And that's your castle that you are building the walls to.
Okay.
And then we have a central board. Right there.
Nice.
Looks like some cards will go here and a bunch of cards will go there.
Right.
And then we have a sheet to be punched.
Done.
Done.
Did you tell it off first?
How dare you? All right, and then the sheets. And it looks like, as opposed to Hadrian's Wall, where they had two sheets, two separate sheets.
Yeah, they did.
This one has an opposite sheet on the back. So you'll grab 2 of these and flip one of them over.
Okay.
And then in the next game, you flip both of these over to their opposite sides. So that makes a lot of sense.
That works.
It makes for less space taken up in here as well. And I'll punch these out later. But lastly, we have cards. All right, so let's look at the backs of these cards. Yeah. Interesting. Very different. I don't know what any of these do or why they're all different.
They're very cool, though. The art is fantastic.
Wow, everything is completely different. And I wonder if this is for each person, if each person has a different set of these. Because a lot of them have similar backs here.
Okay. Oh, do we have a slightly different player color maybe on the top? No.
Oh, that might. Well, I'm not really seeing any.
Because with Hadrian's Wall, you had a clear red and a clear blue, and
yeah, I have absolutely no idea.
You're right; they all look different.
They all look completely different.
Oh, here's the player colors coming up.
And then
there we go.
Where?
That's probably blue right there, coming up.
These are all the same. So
never mind.
These look like helper cards.
Okay.
Player aids. And then these look like these are the resource cards. These are how many resources you're going to get each round. There you go. Cool.
I'm very curious to find out what all those cards are because you're right, they all look different.
Then we have another deck of cards. So here's the backs of these. Those look cool. Very interesting. And then these are probably different player cards. So one person, the red player, has all of these. And the green player has all of these. And then the yellow player gets all of these. And the blue player gets all of these. And then these, I have no idea. These are all different on this side. And all different on this side. So, yeah, there's a lot of cards here that I have no idea what they do.
And there are a lot of cards.
Yeah. So that is Anarchy, which is exciting.
Yes, it is. Wait, Anarchy is exciting? Or
well,
the board game Anarchy
board game
is
Anarchy is exciting. And we have this promo tile tokens for the Anarchy.
Yeah, that came with it, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. And there is a rule sheet for it and these tokens. And we have what appears to be beer. I mean, it says so right there. And then plunder tiles. So that will be cool to explore as well. All right, now we have Skara Brae. And I have gathered that this is a Euro game. Okay, we have another rule book with awesome art.
Yet again.
Yet again. Very cool. And on the back, an explanation of the action tiles rather than an explanation of the icons, which is different. Wow, look at all these tokens. I'm gonna push this out of the way. Look at this. We have some sheep. We have what looks to be leather. This is probably a fire or a cook fire, maybe. Not a clue. Well, those are some wild boars right there. And then maybe a vase, a green vase right here. But that, I can't tell what that is at all. Then we have some fish. That's fun. This looks like a green splotch. I have no idea what that is. Huh. Well, whatever. Goo. We have some deer that are lying down. If I can get one out that you can actually see. There you go.
Okay.
Some rabbits. Some wheat. Some wood. Cows. I hate cows. Bones. And that looks like a fruit, but it's white. And that doesn't make any sense. So I'm not sure what that is.
It's a ghost fruit.
It is a ghost fruit. Green sort of triangles with rounded corners.
Oh, rotten slices of pie.
Yeah. Gray sort of triangles with rounded corners.
Very rotten slices of pie.
Those actually might be like boomerangs or something, but I'm not sure. Then we have stone. Oops. Vaguely egg-shaped tokens. And a bunch of meeples. And I'm not sure, these are probably player colors.
I would assume that
looks
that's what
like, yeah, it looks like we have red, blue, purple, and orangey yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a few things with black, which probably is for like a solo mode or some other mode, I would guess.
Or very rotten workers.
Yes, they're so rotten. Okay, then what looks like player boards here that have some punch-out sections.
Ooh.
Which we'll do that a little bit later as well, assuming
So
that is what they are.
It doesn't quite look like that would make it dual layer, but there's definitely a section then to put something in there.
Yes, I mean,
really cool.
yeah, they aren't dual layer boards, but they have that so that you can treat it as such. They all look the same, so this must be just helper text. So there you go. Then,
I'm excited about this, just looking at this board. I
yeah,
want to know how to play.
and then we have a whole mess of tiles, and I have been informed by the promo that says action tiles and look like these, that these must be action tiles.
Okay, that makes sense.
So there you go. Action tiles, action tiles, action tiles, action tiles, action tiles, action tiles, and some other interesting things here.
Mm-hmm.
All to be punched. All right. Well, let's go ahead and pop open the promo. Special action tiles. And we have borage and farter.
Oh my gosh. You made yourself laugh there.
I did. We have barter and forage.
I like borage and farter better, actually. We're going to call it that from now on. Nice work.
Thank you. All right. Well, that is Skara Brae.
We still have cards.
Oh, gosh. Thank you. We have cards. Okay. This looks like a big deck of cards. Look at that. All with the same
art
back.
Is so cool.
I agree. All right. And the fronts. So we have a bunch of this lady, a bunch of her brother, apparently. Something like that. Oh,
Do they look related?
random guy. I don't know.
Father, uncle, sister, grandfather. No.
Uh-huh. So it looks like there's a bunch of blue cards, a bunch of green cards, a bunch of brown cards. Again, I love the art.
Yeah.
A bunch of yellow
do you
cards.
think these are the player colors?
I don't think so, because there's no green player color in that bag.
Oh, you're
nor
right.
is there a brown.
Oh, good point.
And then we have these other cards that each have different things in here that are probably just non-people.
I'm so excited for this one.
Mhm.
I don't know why, but I'm more excited about this one than the one we just did.
Well, I'm 4 times as excited.
4 times as excited.
Then we have these 4 times cards for some random reason. Let's see what's on the other side of that. I don't know what any of that means. Then we have these cards that look like a spinning wheel of some sort that looks the same on the front. Those are the same on both sides. Okay. Don't know what that's for. I wonder if these are going to be the exact same on the other side as well. Wow, there's a lot of these. And then we have 1 times, or times 1. Interesting. And are these exactly the same on the other side? Yes, they are.
Interesting.
Yep.
All right.
So, I don't know what any of this does, but we have something times 1, we have something times 4, and a whole bunch of things that are exactly the same on both sides. So we're probably stand-ins for something.
Guess we'll find out.
I guess we will.
Better
Cool.
get to reading the rule book.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that is Skara Brae and also the Anarchy. And we are super stoked to play some more Garphill Games Ancients line games.
Absolutely.
All right, this has been another amazing, incredible, stupendous, awesome unboxing.
Confetti everywhere.
Hope to see you next time. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.